In this tutorial, we demonstrate the difference between a so-called virgin solution and a so-called current solution. And we also demonstrate what you need to do to make sure that, for example, house AI1 is serving course 2 and Mr. KR is actually in that house when that course is served. So to start, we already input 17 persons and 14 houses into the system by way of our website. If you want to learn how to do that, I'd encourage you to go and have a look at the tutorial how to create a seating arrangement in under 2 minutes. Once we input the data, the graphical user interface was made available to us, and once we entered this screen, the computer started to calculate solutions for us. It has by now found 5 solutions, so let's have a look at one of them. This one, for example. We wanted AI1 to serve course 2, but in this particular configuration, that's not the case. So this is not really what we want. Nonetheless, it was calculated and we'd like to keep it just in case. In order to do that, we can use the favorites button and pressing the heart, which causes this to be stored in the favorite section. If we want to go back to a clean solution, we either press the undo button or you can force press the favorite retrieval button, because that also gives you an option to start with the clean solutions. Let's go ahead and do that. So in order to make sure that AI1 is serving a course 2, let's pick that house up and just drag it over and drop it. As soon as we do, we see that the progress indicator is starting to show activity. And the activity can also be seen in the solutions button because we now all of a sudden have 8 solutions. So let's have a look at them. The additional solutions that the computer came up with all are marked with an asterisk. This means that these are the so-called current solutions as opposed to the bottom 5, which do not have an asterisk, which are called virgin solutions. Now, the virgin solutions are not guaranteed to honor the user's choice of, in this case, house AI1 serving course 2. But the current solutions are. So let's, for example, pick number 8 with an asterisk. As we can see, it's created a solution with house AI1 indeed serving course 2. So is this what we want? Well, not entirely, because if we zoom in a little bit, we see that our second requirement, namely that KR is actually in that house when that course is served, is not met. So let's go back to the previous situation and say, okay, we want KR to be in that house. Let's drag him over and drop him. Is this enough to tell the computer, whatever you do in optimization, make sure that KR stays in that house? No, it is not. In order to do that, we have to make sure that KR is so-called pinned in that house. In order to do that, we select the table, we go to the information section, and we can see that Knecht Ruprecht is here, and there's a little label here that says click to pin. Once we do that, the computer will throw all current situations, all current configurations, the optimized current configurations out, because the user current condition has changed. So if we click the pin, we can immediately see, okay, it's dropped back to 5 solutions, the virgin solutions, and now it's creating additional ones that both have AI1 serving course 2 and Mr. Knecht Ruprecht in that house. For example, number 7, we can nicely see that KR is indeed in AI1. So let's make sure that also NF always stays in that house, whatever solution the computer comes up with. For example, if we press 10, and yes, KR is in there, but not the one that we wanted in there, NF. That's fine. So we select NF, we go to the window with information, and we see that NF is in course 2 at that address, and we want to pin that person there as well. Click. And again, the number of solutions has dropped to 5, and it starts to calculate again, because now both KR and NF are colored yellow, colored orange, and they will be placed at that course, at that house, in any of the current solutions that the computer finds. So in this way, you can basically have any house serve any course and any person sitting anywhere and make sure that the computer optimizes around that preset condition.